beautiful fall day out, and naturally after doing some chores it's time to get outside and enjoy some time in the fresh air. What I was thinking about today was perhaps making a fall wreath. It's Thanksgiving coming up, so I thought I'd go out and gather up some branches and just come up with some type of wreath. I don't really have a plan, just creative idea in my head and thinking I'm going to build something. I found this twig which seems to be bending quite nicely, and I'm going to use one for my main part of the wreath to get it started. I'm not going to go overly huge on it, probably like this, and I'm just going to keep adding layers, maybe a zap strap or some other type of material to hold it. Some people will come up with their own weaving technique. I'm not at that stage. So I'm just going to do some different bindings around here until I get the base of the frame used. You can use alders, whatever, birch branches, whatever is available in your area, so you can see it will start taking shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over here on one of my makeshift tables that I have out in the back field and just create this round design for my base. You can see it's taking more shape, thicker and thicker, and as you notice, as you go along, these little ends will wrap around inside and help create that design or that bond. Some of them not so well as others. Some of them you may want to leave stick out. Some of them can actually tie, but they're not as flimsy as some other types of trees like alders that have more bend to them, but I wanted this reddish color to them. So here we are at this stage. I'm going to keep on adding. I have many more of these here branches. I'm going to keep on adding until I get it to a place where I like that part, and then I will start to decorate it. It'll last a long time when it's made out of things in the fall season that are already dried. Of course, this is still a little bit green, but it's given me, as you can see, lots of flecks to do with it when I want. Continue on getting it to that round stage where I can insert things to add for color and variety. And you can see it's going in and tucking in and under and in and out. It's a lot different than making Christmas wreaths, which I find much easier. I've made snowshoes out of this. Lots of directions on the internet. I haven't looked at them. I'm just winging it. But I know there are methods, to make chairs, etc. But I just like to have fun and not make things too complicated. As you can see, it's already getting some beauty to it. Just got to tuck things in to create a pattern, and eventually it'll get sorted out to looking pretty great. So I'll be back with you in a moment. So as you go through making this, you'll notice it's starting to take a shape. And what's happening with these shorter ends is in different places they can wrap around, tie, help you bring it tighter together. As you get a pattern, you'll decide which you want to be your top and your bottom, what ends you want to trim off, what ends you want to leave. But it gets easier as you go. You can do some winding like that if you want. Tuck things in. Sometimes you'll get a branch that'll snap, just like that one did. But you'll use what you have left of it. And just get it to wrap in. So you can see different areas where things are sticking out if you want to tuck them in and have them come out the other side if you don't like what's going on. A little bit of variety and not so restricted is better because it's natural. And there you go, like I am. Oops, losing the part there, so I'll have to tighten that in. I am a perfectionist at work, but when I'm playing or doing something creative, it's more about the experience and the fun than being uptight about it. There you go. It's really starting to take its shape. This is what I'm going to use for my base and start to cover it with, because I like this just as it is, plain and simple. And you can see where you can wrap some of the limbs around like knots. Once you start filling it in with different things, then it'll get some color to it. You could add ribbons on it, whatever, but I like to do things from the earth naturally and don't like to be materialistic with these things. So buying ribbon and putting ribbon on and all that is just glorifying it and not keeping it natural. There you go, it's not too bad. It's a little bit oval, but once you press down on it and give it time, it'll be a little bit rounder. But I'm happy with that. So now we're going to put some different stalks of hay and flowers in it and see what we get. Let's want to look at the other side. That's not as cute, so that'll be the side that'll be hanging up on the wall. So I've added some hay. I've added some different colors, some flowers, some leaves. And you'll continue adding to whatever you like, and I'll continue adding and changing as I feel that I want to. This isn't working for me, so I'll figure out something else for it. But as you can see, over time, you create a nice piece of work. I'll probably put some fall leaves in there and find some pine cones. Readjust some of these leaves that I've tucked in. And you can probably spray it if you like to keep it going. Some people use hairspray. I just like to leave it the way it is and let it dry out over time. And it ages with beauty. I'll look at it a few times, see what else I'm going to do with it, to get the general idea how you can make something simple, easy, and cute. And have some time outdoors gathering the items for it and relaxing making it. Just remember that if you're putting it inside your house, you're going to want to choose items that aren't going to shed, I should say, or fall on your floors. But this is going on an outside door, or an outside wall, so it won't be as important in this case. I've gone in and added some yellow leaves. They brighten it up. Some rosebuds. And I'll continue to add different things to brighten it up. But you get the general idea. The possibilities are endless. You'll want to change directions on where, you tuck things in to give it a different look. Not all flowing the same way, but there. The work in progress and fun. You can add fruit, you can add vegetables to it, squash, different things. There you go. Thank you for watching.